Today I'm going to be tackling one of the more harder cooks to do on the egg. It's certainly one that took us a few attempts to get right, and that's beef short ribs. Now normally on the egg we always cook to temperature, but on this one I'm actually going to be cooking to time, and I'm going to be using the 262 method. So first of all you want to set your egg up indirect, and you want to put your rubbed beef short ribs on, and you want them on there for 2 hours, and you want them at 220. I'm using the DigiQ for this because I want to make sure I keep it nice and low. After the 2 hours are up, you want to then take your ribs off and you want to wrap them in foil. Now you've got to use heavy duty foil for this. You can't skimp and use the thin stuff, and you can't have a leak, so you've got to make sure that it's good solid in the bone that's in the beef short rib doesn't puncture the foil. If necessary, you might want to double foil this. Now this is important because you don't want to lose any of the moisture from the ribs. So wrap them nice and tight, get the foil all around them, make sure there's no leaks, check it before you put it on, then back onto the grill, still at 220, still using the DigiQ, but now we're going to leave those for 6 hours. That's the sixth part of the 262. So 6 hours being wrapped, then remove them, then you want to place them in a cool box with a towel or some other insulating material in there. And you've got to be very careful at this point that you don't lose any of the juices that are in there. So very, very gently put them into your cool box and your towel, wrap them up, and close down your cool box. And you're going to leave those to rest for 2 hours. Now, the temptation is not to leave them to rest. You're probably going to think, oh, the meat will get cold, but seriously, it won't. In the cool box with a towel, it will be perfect. And the resting phase is probably the most important part of the cook, as you will see now. Carefully unwrap it and you'll see the juices. These are the things you didn't want to lose. Just look at that. It's absolutely swimming in, and you can see how the beef has shrunk right off the bone. Absolute perfection. Don't lose the juices from here either, because you're going to use those once you've pulled the beef, and the beef will then soak back into those juices. And absolute perfection for a meal. Now just look how easy this pulls off the bone now. 2 forks. You don't need bear claws, you don't need anything like that. You can just gently, you can do this with a spoon, you can just pull the meat off the bone, gently shred it, and then all those juices just soak back into the fibres of the beef. And to show you there's absolutely nothing wasted, the bone comes out immaculately clean. Look at that, nothing on it. Perfection.